Well, folks, uh, greetings, fellow Hapsters, and welcome, replay viewers. That was definitely an interesting little um, experiment there. This is what happens when Christina's away from the house and she has the laptop with Broadcast Studio on it. So that was just a sampling of our intro off of one of our previous broadcasts, so that I could at least give you guys the countdown in the intro video because you guys love it, and we're so thankful that you guys are always there and you know they're supporting us and being there for us. So tonight we are going to talk a little bit about the Pirate Storytime. Um, some of you may have noticed that earlier today we posted the character types for Pirate Storytime because we figured that out. We figured out who's our sponsors and contributors for the September storyline. And so definitely anybody who's on that list, anyone who's tagged in that particular post, make sure to get on. I know we've got a couple of answers already, so that's awesome. Um, for anyone else, by all means, keep an eye out for the updates for the broadcast. Pirate Storytime will be on Sunday, September 26th. That's the last Sunday of the month, and that's going to be our new norm now for broadcasts. Is the last Sunday of the month. I'm noticing it's kind of dark where I'm sitting right now. Let's see what I can do here to get a wee bit more light on the subject. Turn myself this way. Yeah, even that's not really much better. So normally we have the webcam, but that plugs into the laptop. Yeah, I think the fact is I'm right underneath the light. But nonetheless, hopefully everyone can hear me clearly. Anyone who's popping on, by all means, let me know. So yes, Pirate Story Time, September 26th, the last Sunday of the month. We're going to be going on either 7 or 7:30. I know people are really liking this sort of 7:30 time slot because it gives people on the West Coast a little bit more of a chance to tune in because it ends up being like 4:30 in the afternoon West Coast time. So we may give that a try. Keep an eye out. We'll post that for sure. In enough time before the 26th that everyone can know. And hey, overhead lights. Ugh. Yeah, I know. Put the iPad straight on. Well, I'm on my phone, Christina, because the iPad was doing the um, little video intro. It's the iPad Pro because I don't trust the old iPad to do a broadcast anymore. It's just gotten so old and unstable. So we'll use my phone. So I guess if I have to hold on to it for a little bit, that's fine too. I know somewhere we've got a little stand floating around. I literally just got in the door from hey Lisa, put the phone straight on. Yeah, like that, right? I just got home from a an LSP gig. Hmm, I don't see the little tripod that we sometimes clip the phone onto, but that's okay. We'll do it this way. So how is everyone tonight? Christina is away from the house right now. She's actually popped in so she can add a few comments here and there, but she wasn't able to broadcast tonight, so we decided that I would take the broadcast and talk about the story time. Thought I saw it on the kitchen table last time I was there. No, that's the camera light. That's not the tripod for the phone. Nice day for LSP. Cooler out. Yeah, it was a lot cooler today. As a matter of fact, even towards the last couple of hours of the day, people were putting on extra layers because the clouds had rolled in and it was getting quite breezy. So the temperatures were really dropping. So this is day one of two. So back on set tomorrow as well, doing LSP work, and it's just literally just sitting around watching cones. And my bad, lol. Indeed, I almost put my jacket on. Yeah, um, yeah, definitely was chilly. So earlier we posted the character types for the Pirate Story Time. So those of you who were tagged in it, um, take a look at it and let us know which character type you want. We've already got a couple of replies, and then anyone who hasn't decided by the end of the day, by midnight, this coming Labor Day Monday. I have a sweater on, love it. Yeah, it's getting to be sweater weather. I mean, it's September, and all of a sudden, boom, everything flips around. Um, anyone who hasn't, anyone on the list who hasn't picked their character by midnight Monday night, we will choose for you. Wahahaha. And who knows what we might pick for you. Then that way, like Tuesday or so, Christina and I can start actually writing the story, and maybe actually be able to rehearse it a few times and practice it a little bit and work all the bugs out of it. Looks like I'm going to miss this one. Oh no, why? Why are you going to miss this one? Work all the bugs out of it and actually not have to be holding onto a script this time. What a concept, right? Sponsorship expired. Your sponsorship expired? No, you're still listed as one of our sponsors because I'm a bit broke. You're still listed as one of our sponsors for August, so you're covered. It means October story time you might not get in if you're not able to renew your sponsorship, but that's fine. Okay, yeah, yep. When I checked this morning, you're still listed as a sponsor. So Pirate Storytime, as we said, 26th, and we've got a special idea planned for October. October, we're going to do the Monarch fairies, and we're going to do um, the Day of the Dead, the Dia de los Muertes, the Mexican Day of the Dead scenario. So an added little bonus is anybody who gets into the storyline, the $7 a month sponsorship, or the I'm eating playing Uno with Katie long distance and watching you. Wow, and juggling as well. Who knows? Christina, multitasking as always. Um, but as an additional bonus to the October story time with the Dia de los Muertos, anyone who gets in, uh, we women always multitask. Women traditionally seem to be better at it than men. We've seen experiments done on stuff like that, and they're able to do this multitasking far better than men. Um, it's wired into their brain patterns. But I keep getting pulled off task. See, I'm not multitasking. High functioning brain. That too. Yes. Um, anyone who gets in as a $7 sponsor or a $5 um, contributor, award contributor minimum, um, can submit a name, like my dad. Yeah, can submit a name. Speaking of which, can submit a name to us of someone who was dear to them in their lives, who has passed on, that they would like remembered, and we will make sure that that name is included. So this was an idea that Christina had, based on the monarch um, mythos, I guess, from the Mexican Day of the Dead, that the monarchs carry the souls of those who have passed, and that's why they return to Mexico every fall, and to coincide with the celebration of the Day of the Dead, when the souls return to visit with their earthbound descendants. So I think this is can be a great little addition to the story time, and something I'm really looking forward to doing, and to see who submits who submits who. So I mean, Christina and I both have people dear to us in our lives, and I think it's hard to submit just one name at this point. And I know a lot of people have faced a lot of loss in their lives, and there's a lot of amazing people to be remembered. So yeah. So I multitask all the time, usually video on laptop, one game app on tablet, the other on the phone. I like the idea. I have a good idea who I'm going to submit. Awesome. That's cool. Perfect. And yeah, the pirate story time. We're really looking forward to weaving some tall tales of the adventures of the Jade Dragon pirates and who they come across in their adventures on the high seas. So, but for now, uh, tonight's tonight's tasks are going to revolve around working on the store, doing some listing updates and some policy updates, getting a few things sort of cleaned up and sorted out on the store, and that way we can be a little bit more prepared for future orders, and to add some more product. So hang on a a sec here. Boom. But yeah, so for the next little while, we'll be doing a little bit of updating on the store and getting some more stuff put together to put up some more listings. Christina's done the amazing the fairy crowns, a few different fairy crowns that we're going to post up. She took some photos and some video of those the other day, so that's going to get put together and get those up on the store and see you know see who's interested in those, because I think they're fantastic. They're phenomenal work. Um, and I think the process that we came up with the mold, the flat mold, and the rolling it, which we did on broadcast a couple of times, right? We rolled it around that form and everything, and that seems to work really well. So two of them are yours. That's true. I did work on a couple of them as well, but I appreciate that, Christina. She did a lot of the work though. Like the concept, the whole concept of it um, is based on her idea, which is really cool. I mean, I really like the design that she came up with, um, that she adapted when we made the original crown for Queen Maeve, and which was laser cut, and then we took that existing file and we turned that into a 3D print that we could make a mold of, and voila, to come up with the product that we've got right now. So looking forward to getting those posted and promoted. Plus, we've got some other items that we have to get put up on the store, a few other things to finish off, and we've still got the prizes from the Wild West Storytime to get out, put together and get out the door, into the mail, into people's deserving hands. The Wild West Storytime was a lot of fun to do. Because as much as we were overheating and sweltering in those suede jackets the other night, it was well worth it. We really love. Oh yeah, exactly. We really loved the response that we got from people, and the doing the trivia thing at the end was really good. And I was there. Yes, that's right. And you were there, and you were there. So, oh, oh, I do have to say it was a little bit of a tiring day today. Um, it's funny, sometimes the days where you do the least amount of actual work go through the pirate types. I could do that actually. Yes, good idea. Do 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 do. Boom and boom. Profile. Scroll up in here. Here we go. uh, so for Pirates story time, just for those of you, so that you all know what's going to be coming up. The pirate archetypes that we've chosen, the character types. We're looking for a gunner, the ship's gunner, because Flint here, he's the quartermaster now, so he doesn't need to be the gunner anymore. We've got the old sea dog, so you'll have that sort of wise, old, crusty, grumbly old pirate or old sailor who's been through the ringer several times and has been like in every corner of the globe. The young upstart, so very eager, energetic, probably a little bit full of himself, overconfident young sailor. The ship's cook, which is always a great comedy role, because the cook always ends up making things out of whatever he can find that the crew has to kind of stomach because they don't really have any choice. Uh, Navy officer, so whether it be a naval lieutenant or something along those lines, and Navy admiral. And one of the things we've always loved doing is that the Navy admiral is always a bit of a incompetent, and the naval lieutenant or the naval officer is the competent one, and always kind of rolling their eyes at what the admiral does. So it's always worked quite well for a lot of the storylines that we did back in the Fool, exactly. he thinks he knows everything. He thinks he's the best admiral ever, but he's really absolutely completely incompetent. A pub wench. I mean, you can't have a pirate storyline without a pub wench, because we're gonna be doing some shore leave there somewhere, I'm sure. And with the pub wench, you get the innkeeper, the landlord, the owner of the pub, and the powder monkey. Traditionally, the powder monkey was the youngest, smallest member of the crew, because they could scurry around between the guns and between under the legs of the other pirates as they run down to the powder magazine to get more powder to bring up to the gun deck for the cannons, and dole out the charges to the gunners. We've got the gunner's mate. So you've got the ship's gunner who's in charge of all the guns, and then the gunner's mate who makes sure that all the orders get to the crew. Dawn is not, but okay. Yes, that's true. Bagpiper Dawn has requested being the powder monkey, and he's probably among the tallest people that we know. So he is the biggest powder monkey ever. The captain's mate, which is the first mate of the vessel, and it's contrary to popular belief, the first mate is not the second command of the ship. It's the quartermaster is the second in command. The first mate is actually below the quartermaster, but the first mate answers to the captain directly. The quartermaster also usually has a first mate. So the quartermaster's mate is another character that we're going to be looking at. And then the bosun. The bosun is basically the crewman who takes the orders from the captain and calls them out to the. Speaking of captains, hello, Captain Kirk. Thank you, the high award. The bosun takes the orders from the captain and relays them to the crew. So the captain will call out the order, and then the bosun will repeat the order. Sometimes translating a little bit because maybe the captain and the crew don't quite speak the same way. So and the bosun is, you've heard the bosun's whistle, right? They used it on it's been a naval thing for forever, and they even used it on Star Trek for all the little the ship's intercom systems. Literally based on the sound of the bosun's whistle. Who else do we have? Just generic crew member. If we have enough people interested, we can have one or two or three generic crew members. Musician. There's always a musician of some kind on the ship, a concertina player or a fiddler or a drummer, that kind of character. And the voodoo priestess, our newest award contributor, James Namist, has requested the voodoo priestess. I think we can have a lot of fun with that. Always love doing cross characters like that, so that's going to be interesting. So those are our pirate character types. You can find that posting just previous to this broadcast on our. The musician also runs the mass. That's true. Christina says, yeah, the musician is usually also the clergy on the ship. So every Sunday morning, because pirates were very religious people, very religious and very democratic. They had a very serious core set of beliefs that kept them going. It drove their lives, and they were very very devout to those beliefs. So yeah, that could also make for some interesting storytelling as well. So it's going to be Charity and Flint basically telling the story of all these characters that they've come across, and again, the same kind of little anthology mini vignette kind of stories that we've done for the early Democrats. Yeah, they were. Yeah. It does say a lot when naval officers were defecting. Pardon me. When they were defecting and joining the pirate crews, because it was actually a better life on the pirate crew, because you had a say. You weren't constantly being basically beat into submission by your superiors on the naval vessel, and told to do your job and keep your head down, etc., etc. You actually, on a pirate ship, you had a say. The crew had pretty much equal vote, and when they take down a ship, when they take some loot or some booty, quartermaster would fairly divide up the booty amongst the entire crew. Yep. And yeah, as opposed to on a naval vessel, the crew could vote the captain out of position, and technically, theoretically, off the ship if they deemed that the captain was not being um, not acting in the best interest of the ship or the crew. So, and that would happen a lot too, right? So, it's like the no confidence vote or the impeachment vote, right? So yeah, it was, and I think we're going to be adding a lot of this kind of pirate trivia into the storyline as well, and doing like what we did for the Wild West broadcast or the Wild West storyline, because I think that worked out really well. People really enjoyed taking part in the trivia, and yeah, it gives people a chance to tune in and really pay attention to the broadcasts because the all the clues and all the hints of the answers to the trivia are going to be within the course of the broadcast, within the course of the story. So, but yeah, I mean, as pirates, it was a far better life to be on a pirate ship than to be part of the Navy. For the Navy, they had you for life. They're like, you're with us now. You're not going home. You will probably die on this ship, or you will probably die in battle with someone. But don't ever consider the option of going home to your family. Whereas with the pirates, I mean, if a pirate decided he'd had enough, he could leave and go and try and lead a normal life. I mean, a lot of them did. A lot of them had a hard time leading a normal life because they already had that mark against them. Um, that No, oh, I think I've got something a little bit wrong. Christina's actually far better versed in the pirate culture than I am. So I think she could fill in a little bit of the blanks here in this one. Got here late. Wasn't sure if you were talking pirate or Ferengi. Yeah, really. Rules of acquisition. The the pirate. Folks had a little phone call come in there. So basically, the way it worked with the pirates is everyone on the crew had a certain dollar amount, certain value that they had to earn for the crew before they could be allowed to leave, right? And once they had reached that goal, then they were free to leave as necessary. Yeah, it was Christina just sort of filling me in on all this. Similar thinking if the captain was not working in the profitable interests of the ship. Exactly, exactly. So if a pirate reached that dollar value, uh, she did. If a pirate reached that dollar value, then they were free to leave and lead a normal life. The only other way that they could leave if they were injured to a point where they weren't able to safely or effectively be a part of the crew, loss of limb, loss of sight, that sort of thing. They were allowed, the way Christina described it, they were allowed to leave early. It's kind of like having an early retirement, and they would get a small pension that was a portion of what was remaining from what they've earned for the ship to what they needed to earn for the ship. So it was actually very honest, very fair system. Um, as opposed to the Navy, which is like, nope, you're staying. So, but yeah, definitely the whole democracy thing where they had to say. in how the ship was run. They had a say if if they felt the captain wasn't doing them justice, that they could vote the captain out. And hello, Peter. Hello from Colorado. Peter and Pablo and Mark, you are included in the Pirate Storytime as well. So by all means, definitely choose your character types, or we'll choose them for you. So we've given everyone till midnight, Monday the 6th, so this coming Monday, Labor Day Monday. That gives you guys about 4 or 5 days to mill over the idea and come up with some character types. Haha, I'm honored. Awesome. And come up with some character types, and then that way they can. We have a little bit of time to write the story and maybe actually be
I
able
don't think Martin
to
realizes
listen.
what I just did.
You managed to go. You managed to join yourself on the broadcast. I hear that. She's here. She's
Imagine.
here. Yes.
Yes, I. Oh, the Habs takeover.
Oh,
We're doing cosplay. Um,
that's right.
Depending
Yes.
on my situation, we are going to use video instead of dressing up this time,
Hmm.
because we can give you guys more examples of the different uses for cosplay. Things like, fundraising, things like conventions, things like all that kind of stuff.
Hmm.
So it will be cosplay for the takeover.
Yeah.
Uh, I
The
had
mhm.
a I had a mother who was going to talk about her child cosplaying, but she is now unable to do so. And we had a photographer, but he got work.
Mhm, which is unfortunate.
Pirate Story is something else.
Um,
That's part of our story
yeah.
time.
The Pirate Story Time will
And
actually happen on September 26th.
so, Peter, since you're
Mhm.
here, what pirate type do you want? Or do you want to be Navy? We were thinking of making you, Mark, and Pablo Navy. they,
I think that would actually be awesome if they're up for it.
they could be.
Hmm.
I hope so. Peter, what do you think? You guys are only getting audio from me because we're not supposed to have video here at the moment because
Oh,
there
that's
are other
right. Yeah.
people in the
Hmm.
room and I have to have their permission to be
Sure, I
here.
could be in the Navy. In the Navy, you can sail the seven seas.
He's in the Navy.
Pirates with Peg Leg was a figment of Treasure Island.
That's right.
That's true.
Um,
Yeah.
when you think about the most infamous pirate, who do you think about? Most people think about Blackbeard. Did you
Hmm.
know when he found out that his first mate had gotten a woman pregnant and was considering going back to sea with him, he said, "No, not acceptable. You will stay." And when he said, "I don't want to stay," he shot him in the foot.
Yep. He said, "Nope, you're staying. You're going to be honest to this woman."
So one of the most tyrannical people at sea, tyrannical pirates at sea, and he shot his
Yeah.
own first mate in the foot to get him to stay to take care of his child.
Yeah.
I mean, I have
Blackbeard
mixed
had an
feelings
interesting
about
way
that.
about him. Yeah, Blackbeard had an interesting way about him. Yeah. Oh, so Lisa's
I
asking
have
what
very
do we
mixed
what do
feelings
we
about that.
suggest for her? Very mixed feelings. Yeah, really. There were Scottish pirates. Kilts were another option. Aye, that's true. Hey, I think actually one of the most famous Scottish pirates, and he was Scottish Canadian, I think, wasn't he? Samuel Bellamy, and he was in the he was up and down the east coast of the U.S. So, who do we suggest for Lisa?
Well, the cosplay takeover. Part of the
Ah,
reason
mhm,
too we're doing it by video is because there's no guarantee with the way life is going that it might be Martin or I alone, or it might be
mhm,
both of us. We don't know right now, but we're going to go through the takeover. So if anyone out there is a photographer who has done cosplay photography, or is a parent that would love to talk about their child cosplaying and the positive effects of cosplay, then
Hmm.
we'd love to hear from you. Sounds amazing. Thank you.
Yeah, definitely. I think that would be really awesome,
Well, we
and
want people to
yeah, really
understand
draw
that
a lot of attention.
cosplay, well, yeah, cosplay is not about a bunch of people in strings up their butts. They're about,
No,
it's about expression and artisticness, and Martin and I remember when it wasn't acceptable. Like very few people cosplayed at a convention.
oh, I know. Yeah, we were like maybe 1 out of 5 people was in costume, 1 out of 10 people, and
Hmm.
now it's kind of almost the other way around. You know,
Yeah,
you kind of get looked at funny if you're not dressed in costume at a convention.
or at least something. You better have a
Right.
camera in your hand
Yeah.
if you're not dressing up.
Oh, exactly. Yeah.
Poor Martin,
I've got
alone
a
on this
kitty trying to get my
broadcast,
attention.
struggling away.
I know. Yeah. Well, this is it. But yeah, doing what I can. Have to check with the Pirate History podcast. Covers a lot of history. Oh yeah.
Well, and of course, because it's history, there's variations that have happened over the years. For example, walking the plank was not a historical thing. You
No,
know,
that's true.
people walk the plank because what if they break the plank? That's a good piece of wood that
Kind
you're
of
not
neat.
going to be able to get into your, on shore.
Exactly. Yeah. No, they would just make you walk off the deck.
I certainly hope not.
Just yeah. They would basically just push you off the ship.
It's easier, walk the rail, a good
Yeah.
shove, and then
Exactly. Yeah.
down. Oh my God, this playing
You're
Uno while doing
well,
all this is interesting.
balance walk the rail in the in rough seas. Right?
With your
Can you
hands
stay
tied
on the
behind your back.
rail with your hands tied behind your back? Yeah. Uh, cosplayed since Toronto Trek Celebration 2. Oh my.
TT2.
TT2, yeah. That was that Mark Leonard and Michelle Nichols
Was it?
at the
It's a blur.
the Plaza Hotel, I think, wasn't it? It was before the Constellation.
It's a blur. I
It
was
is a blur.
perimenopausal, now I'm menopausal. A lot of things are a blur.
It's all a blur. I mean, you've been cosplaying since what, 1984, 85, and me
Yep,
since
84.
1987. Yeah.
No, 83, because it was a Doctor Who gathering. And then 84 was my first convention.
Okay.
And then nothing until 85. Then 86, a whole bunch of things happened. There was no convention at all for me.
Hmm.
And then 87 is when I met you.
That's right. Yeah. Jojo Bijo only. Okay. So that was, I think, it might have been TT3 then. Was I don't remember now. Mark was a TT3, a DoubleTree. Yeah, there wasn't a
Okay,
DoubleTree
so
then. It was the Plaza Hotel or something, wasn't it? And I think that was our first Toronto Trek. Was 3 when
yes,
we took place. We took part in that last second impromptu uh, parody play.
play. That's right. Where we all had our scripts hidden
Yeah, exactly. The
because
hotel
we got
changed its names around 6 times. Yeah,
we
yeah.
got handed the
I
pages
remember.
that day.
Yeah.
That's right.
Hmm. At one point, it was known as the Skyline. Oh, that's right. Yeah, it was the Skyline actually at that time. Because we all joked because it was in such poor repair as well. We were always calling it the Scum Line.
Are we doing Toronto trivia now?
Toronto trivia. All right, let's go back to pirates then. I don't know how we got into. Oh, because we were talking about cosplay, right? And how long ago, we've all been doing cosplay.
We need some music, Martin.
So actually, almost do, don't we? Yeah.
You
See
need
if I
some
can get our
pirate
free
music
yet.
behind you. Oh,
What's that?
wait, I've got the laptop.
Ah, well, what's on the? Come on, go away. What's on the iPad?
1998
My
was
first
Lisa. first big cosplay. And what was that,
Oh
Lisa?
wow. Let's see. Albums. What do we want to play? Maybe something piratey. Hmm?
Well, that is the idea.
Hmm. Captain Bog and Salty?
Oh my
Klingon
God, that would
Starfleet
be
officer.
awesome.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if they tag that when it feeds down to Facebook, but
What's that?
I don't know if they'll tag Bog and Salty when it goes down to
Oh,
Facebook.
I
They
don't
may
know. Yeah.
not.
Let's
Don't
take a look
know.
here. Emphatical piratical.
Oh, I love that song. With bumps.
Can you hear that?
Nice. Yes, I can.
Okay. The conventions weren't really a thing in Edmonton or Ottawa, so my first big convention was TT9. Oh wow.
Really? Martin's gonna have to read
Harold.
comments because I'm looking down at the other screen.
Oh yeah. Harold says first met him standing at the next urinal. LOL. Are you talking about Chris or
Nice.
me or I seem to remember there was a photograph. What convention was it taken at? A whole bunch of us, guys and girls, all went
Well, that was
into. Oh,
that was that Mexican restaurant that we went to after the parody play.
oh, that's right.
It was
Because they
a
had the
huge
trough.
trough.
They didn't have urinals. They had this big long trough. And I think it was the first time any of us had ever seen a trough. So there was like 6 or 8 of us, all like mix of guys and girls, all standing at this, looking over their shoulders for a big photo opportunity. I wonder whatever happened to that photo. Oh, Mark Leonard, you saw him
I don't
first
know
met him
who took it.
at a urinal. I don't
I know it
remember.
wasn't on our camera.
Sorry, you know,
You're breaking up, and I don't know if it's my internet or yours.
I don't know. Hey, everyone, am I is my signal breaking up, or is the internet at Christina's end having a bit of a problem? I know you were saying last night that the internet's not really that good there. It's him. It's freezing on and off. Oh no! I wonder if I sound good. Okay, on Kirk's end, I sound good, but do I look good? So only for a second or two, though. Background music is choppy. Okay, I look grand. Great. Yeah, I wonder why the background music is choppy. Maybe it's just at that kind of volume level where it's partly being picked up or not. I don't want to turn it up too much, but you really want us to comment on how you look. Wait till I'm dressed as Flint, then. All right. I sound clear. Okay. And what about Christina's end? Does she sound okay? Okay. Uh, can you put your face down so we can see your eyes? Don't really want to see your nostrils that much. All right. Go closer to the kitchen, and I'm gonna try and go a little bit closer to the kitchen. I should have enough power on my phone here that I'll pardon my hand in front of the camera. I can't hear her. Is she speaking? She's not saying anything. So might be getting a little bit of dropout. Sorry, I think I'm leaning my head back because the phone was a little close to my face. I had to use the um, lower focal length on my glasses, so I'm kind of like doing this so I can actually read the comments. All right, there we go. Yeah, we're in separate locations at the moment. Yeah, let me see what I can do here. Will that stay there? Oh my god! Oh my god! That'll actually stay there. What do you think, folks? Is that a
Yeah,
good view?
the router's gonna have to move closer to the working space.
It is, yeah. Well, I'm literally right above. Comments are pretty small even on the desktop. Yeah, much better. Awesome. Yeah, the iPad is right next to the router, and the phone is about a foot and a half above the router. I, Christina, I actually managed to balance my phone on the two cupboard knobs.
Oh wow.
So my next set are distance only, no bifocals. Oh, really? Yeah. Yeah, because I've got the progressive. I've got the reading here and the long distance up above, but my reading is actually still kind of arm's length. That works. Awesome. But yeah, it's perfectly
You're
tucked
still breaking
onto
up
those little
here.
knobs. Still breaking up.
I wonder
I'm
if
wondering
it.
if it is your signal then. Yeah,
I wonder if it's my internet.
could be, could be. I had progressive, but it didn't work so well, so went to lined. Oh, the actual
Breaking up with me.
hard. I'm not breaking up with you. It's only a signal thing.
Are you? You're breaking up.
So I can't hold it. She's breaking up. She's breaking up. Ah, ah. All right. Now she's breaking up a bit. Okay, so I'd rather play the trombone. So yeah, it might be the signal at your end. Um, I wonder what kind of service they've got there and how many people are actually on it. So no inertial dampers. What's that game now that people are talking about? You have to yell out Captain Kirk, and then everyone has to overact anything that they happen to be doing in that moment. There we go. This is for pirates who don't know their directions. Oh well, that's me. Exactly. So once again, for anyone new who's joined us here, we have our Pirate Storytime coming up on September 26th. It'll either be 7 or 7:30 p.m. Eastern. We'll decide. We're seeing a lot more people are liking the 7:30 time slot because it gives people on the West Coast a bit more of a chance. So we'll let everyone know
Da,
closer
da,
to the
da,
date.
da, da.
Did you get your second jab too? Yes, I got my second jab about a week and a half ago. So, and yeah,
Yes, we both
felt a
did.
little. Yeah, we've both been jabbed now, um, and
Part
we're
of what
yeah,
shut me down for a while.
yeah, yeah, definitely. But we've got the pirate character types are posted. They're on the posting just before this broadcast, and as the sponsors and award contributors start chiming in and picking their character types, we'll start updating the list and actually putting their names next to the appropriate
Right, Joan?
characters. Time to go walk the dogs. Good night. Good night, Harold. Thank you for joining us. Yes, I know CC was not feeling well.
I do
She
feel a
sounds
little
better
better, but
today.
I'm going
Yeah,
to stay away for a little while.
yeah. Take a wee bit of a sabbatical. What is this one? Oh, this one's called Portside. Okay.
Me and Jabs don't get along well.
You and what? And the jabs?
Jabs.
Oh, yeah. We all need
Plus, I've
those.
had some
Yeah.
pain the other
Sabbaticals.
day,
Yeah.
so.
Yeah. Live alone and I need a sabbatical. Sabbatical from yourself. Well, I think
I
this is
think
it.
we
I
all
mean,
do.
yeah, this is it. We get so into a routine of work and stress and all these sort of things, and eventually, even if we don't realize it, it gets to us, right? And then before we know it, some of us crash a little bit and need that bit of a break. I remember when my parents had their flu shot one year. I had to use the car for nearly a month. Oh wow, because it hit them hard. Change of scene and schedule is good. It can be, yeah.
Well, I'm alive. That's really what matters.
Alive is good, yes. Don't forget to
Alive,
breathe.
alive, oh.
Breathing. Alive, alive, oh, alive, alive, oh.
Okay, everyone's
Yeah,
beating
once in a
me
while.
on this game of Uno.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Yeah, Katie
Christina's
and I are not doing
playing
well.
online virtual Uno with Katie. Live is better than the alternative. Exactly. Because being a zombie is just, I don't know, always on the hunt for brains. You know, they're harder to find nowadays. Hey, maybe we should include the last Saskatchewan pirate. Oh yeah. Oh, do we need to
Alice,
do a sing along portion to Pirate Storytime? I don't know. But no, I think Pirate Storytime is going to be a lot of fun. The Wild West one was really zombies are starving in the U.S. Actually, they're starving around the world, really. The Wild West Storytime was a lot of fun, doing the characters and the little the little adventures that we shared and the trivia. So definitely gonna continue being continue using that format and that theme. Uh, I could be that pirate. What, a zombie pirate? What? What? Hi. Yes, hi. I have a loof rolling around under my feet.
oh,
No, oh, the one from Saskatchewan. Oh, so, Tractor Jack or Captain Tractor, uh, depending on which version you hear. Or are you Salty Bob, the ex-Mountie? Hi.
so
I'm a former
Katie has to go
pirate girl.
needle her cat. Speaking of
Oh,
needles.
go needle her cat. Oh yeah, it is around that time, isn't it? Yeah. Hello and good evening, everyone. Hello, Katrina. Hello, Melanie. How are you guys? We are talking about the Pirate Storytime coming up at the end of the month, uh, September 26th, 7 or 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time. We'll be doing the Pirate Storytime. And if you look at the posting just before this broadcast, we have posted the character types and those people who are eligible to choose from those character types. And Christina's and just had a very loud ding. Christine is coming
Yes,
to us audio only from an undisclosed location. If we tell you, we'll have to kill you.
he's not lying.
This is true. And so we anyone who's qualified to be part of the Pirate Story Time is on that list, tagged. So you will have gotten a little notification of the tag. You have until midnight on this coming Monday, Labor Day Monday, to choose your character type, or we'll be picking it for you. And then Christine and I will
So
get
the
to
Navy officer is taken.
Navy officers
All
are all
Navy
taken, right?
officers are taken,
Yeah.
right?
So I will add Peter, Pablo, and Mark to the list. And Bagpiper Dawn has chosen Powder Monkey. Very ironic, because Powder Monkey is the smallest member of the crew. Please tell me so you can kill me. Sounds interesting. Yes, absolutely, Melanie. This is about the fifth story time we will have done. We started doing these a few months ago, back in the spring, and anyone right now, the way we've got it set up is anyone who contributes a $7 or higher sponsorship, or $5 or more per month of awards is eligible to be written into the storyline. So the eligibility for the Pirate Storytime has just closed, and we've got the selections posted on the previous post. I don't think I'll be eligible. Yes, Katrina, you were. Um,
Yeah,
you were eligible. Yep.
as
Um,
of last month.
any
Yeah.
pre any previous sponsors were still eligible. So new sponsors have to be $7 or higher.
Now, if
Um,
you stop sponsoring as of this month, you won't be eligible anymore.
That's right, for October. So September's set. Take a look at the posting and choose your character type. For October, we'll be opening that up as soon as anybody who's contributing during the month of September up until the Pirate Story time. Then we'll be choosing the eligibility for the October storyline. And the October storyline will be based on the Mexican Day of the Dead, Dia de los Muertos. And as an added bonus, we'll still be doing the trivia, but as an added bonus as well, anyone who is eligible to be part of the storyline will get to submit a name of somebody near and dear to them who has passed that they would like remembered.
It could be a pet as well.
Could be a pet, yeah. It could be a pet, family member, a friend, even a historical figure. If you have no one in your immediate circle that's passed, that you would like to have remembered.
And this one's going to be a bit of a challenge, folks, because we're going to be asking you for that one. We're going to be asking you to include something about them because it won't be a
That's
story
right.
time per se, but more a remembrance broadcast.
Mm-hmm.
So anyone who contributes between now and the end of this month, the end of September,
That's right.
you
Yep.
guys will be asked the first week of October for a person's name who has passed or a pet or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
and a little something about them. And we will get into our monarch and Day of the Dead attire.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the monarchs have already started migration. They are leaving up here in Canada
Yep.
and headed down about mid Canada to East Coast.
Yep.
And West Coast monarchs, unfortunately, don't seem to go more north than Oregon.
Mm-hmm.
So those of you on the West Coast in that area, they don't go all the way up to Canada over there, unfortunately.
Yeah. And the ones from here make what is the 4,000-mile
Melanie,
journey down to central Mexico. Yeah.
honey,
Six
Melanie, for
close
you, why
family.
don't I do this? Because that's a lot of people.
That's a lot of people. Yeah.
Um, that's horrible, honey. So for you, why don't I make a bit of an exception if Martin will agree with me? So everyone watch Martin's face. Um, they are a wonder, and they are on
Mm-hmm.
the endangered list. So Martin and I,
They
if we
are.
can
Yeah.
afford to, for this month, like the money, we were thinking of half or 25% or whatever. We're going to take a percentage, and there is a local group called Monarch Ultra that run a race every year, and it won't be a lot because we're only
Yeah.
asking you guys for $7 sponsorships.
They run a relay,
Um,
right, that follows the
yeah.
migration pattern
Now
of
they're not
yeah.
able to do that this year because of COVID, and they weren't last year. What they're
Yeah.
doing is smaller runs in each
Mm-hmm.
country. But Melanie, tell you what, um, make it a $10 sponsorship for at least 1 month, and give us all six of those names and a little something about each one.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Because not being a story time, this is going to be a lot easier to share
Mm-hmm.
with people.
Yeah. You're welcome, Melanie. Yeah.
You are welcome. What my goal is to hope to have more money to donate to the ultra run. So this month in particular, if anyone wants to up their sponsorship for 1 month, we're cool with that, and then drop it
Mm-hmm.
back down for the month after if you want to continue
Yep.
to be part of story time.
Mm-hmm. To submit your names for October. Yeah.
Fiver for
Gotta
each
give
person. I
you
won't
a
remember.
fiver for each person. I want
I
remembered.
won't stop you, Katrina.
Yeah.
You just up your sponsorship for each person.
Mm-hmm.
Up your sponsorship and then drop it back down next month.
Yep.
And make sure you send Martin and I a note.
Yeah. By all means. Yeah.
Now, what I want to do with on that one, when the trivia happens, what I want to do as an award, and I gotta find a source of these seeds, but
As a prize. Mm-hmm.
as a prize, yeah, I want to send you guys something Monarch, and maybe a sugar skull type thing, like maybe something Martin and I can cast and paint out because
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how much patience Martin has for those teeny tiny skull molds we have, but
Oh, to paint
you
little
know,
tiny sugar skulls.
yeah,
Hmm.
I know I have my teeny tiny paintbrush. I haven't used it in ages, but I have it.
Your triple aught paintbrush.
hmm And we can make tiny sugar skulls. But I want to send out seeds for
Mm.
the milkweed
Oh, milkweed seeds. Yeah.
and encourage the winner to plant them in their yard
Mm-hmm.
because that's the biggest problem is they're the only butterfly or bug of their kind that migrates across 3 countries every year.
Oh,
And
wow.
part of the reason why a lot of them are not even making it down there or back for that matter is because there's not enough milkweed between there and here, and they are the only bug that eats milkweed. Milkweed
Mm-hmm.
is poisonous to other bugs.
And this also makes the
Parasitic
monarchs
bugs.
very, very untasty to predators. Saddest one was
18th of
my
September,
cousin
she had
goddaughter.
just had a baby boy. Eight
Oh
weeks later,
wow,
she collapsed and died. She was 30. Oh my lord.
wow.
Melanie. Life is precious, folks.
Mm-hmm.
Life is precious. You don't know when someone's going to leave. You don't.
Yeah.
So I don't care how hard it is, and I don't care how difficult it is, and I don't care how much you lose or how much you think you're going to gain.
Mm-hmm.
We deserve to take the people in our lives that we want to spend time with and
Yeah.
stop hurting them. It's not worth it. It's a
Exactly. Yeah.
fantastic idea. My sister has loads of milkweed, tons of butterfly. Yeah, well, the monarchs are the only ones that can
Oh
eat the
yeah.
milkweed. Like any other bug can land
Mm-hmm.
on them. But the
And
monarch, and
Christina, there's your Uno
they're
partner.
chopping down the trees in Mexico that they live in during the winter months. Like they
Mm-hmm.
start migration at the end of August. So, and it's a different strain. They're amazing because like the strain that flies down, the strain that butterfly that flies down is a hardy strain.
Mm-hmm.
They don't give birth or lay eggs. They don't lay eggs between here and there. That one strain
Mm-hmm.
takes those months to fly down. When they get down to
Makes the entire
Mexico,
journey. Yeah.
they lay their eggs, and that strain lives in Mexico for a couple months until the weather is better.
Mm-hmm.
And then they lay the hardy strain again, and those are the ones that fly back. When they fly
Mm-hmm.
back, the eggs they lay up here only last, like those monarchs, only last about 3 weeks tops. Everything from laying to becoming a butterfly. And
Mm-hmm.
they're not a hardy strain. Their only job is to keep laying eggs so
Mm-hmm.
that that hardy strain will eventually happen. And those are the ones that fly south. It's an amazing story. And
Yeah.
that's part of the reason they have to do this. Their migration is part of their, part of their existence. They don't migrate, they die.
Mm-hmm.
There's Katie.
Yep. Saw several today at the Whitby Harbor. Yeah, Christina, your Uno partner.
Yeah, yeah, we lost the last few and I gave up.
Oh no,
Plus, I've got all this stuff that I have to do for you for the webpage tonight.
that's true. Yeah. So I can go and do some updates to the listings and the policy page and get a lot of that cleaned up and learn
Plus,
a
your
little
stuff
bit
is
more about
probably
how the web design there works and how the store uh, web creation operates.
yeah, they're starting their migration, so you'll see clusters of them as they gather together in clusters and then they fly in clusters. They don't go down solo.
Yeah.
So wherever they are, wherever they're hatched, they become their butterfly, and
Yeah.
you know, they they all migrate to pockets,
Mm-hmm.
which is why they're trying to encourage Monarch Ultra and the Monarch Society are both trying to encourage
Mm-hmm.
people in the Toronto area, in southern Ontario and southern Quebec, to plant milkweed. Plant milkweed. Just plant milkweed everywhere you can. Plant
Mm-hmm.
milkweed.
It's kind of neat because when we came back to Ontario, we realized there's all these like front yards that have milkweed plants in them. It's like wow, that's an odd choice. And then we found out about all of this, and it's like oh, now it makes total sense. Yeah.
Thank you, Kirk.
Oh,
Those
nice.
wings have
Yeah.
been memorable to a lot of people, and
Mm-hmm.
when I'm back home again, or maybe uh, Martin and I, the easiest way to put this, folks, is we've discovered that we can work together, we can be best friends, we can broadcast together, but because of the changes in our life, we can no longer live together.
Mm-hmm.
So I am presently somewhere else to help me with a lot of my childhood trauma and a lot of my um, things that have followed through in life and try to adjust to being menopausal because it's had quite a mental effect, and I don't like my body. And I'm willing to say that because, ladies, when you get to my point, embrace. I didn't. I did not embrace my
Mm-hmm.
body. So, and what was happening. I don't care
Mm-hmm.
how hard it is, embrace yourself. So, I'm in a bit of a program right now to give Martin and I a chance to live apart and see what happens.
Mm-hmm.
and B, get an expert who can deal with the stuff. And um, I should have that person by next week. So,
Mm-hmm.
so yeah, we're gonna take this day by day. Martin's going to start looking for a room to
For a
live in,
place. Yeah. Yeah.
and because he's never. I've been on my own a lot, but he's never ever been on his own.
Mm-hmm.
So I have to dedicate myself because if I don't dedicate myself to this program, it took quite a bit to get into it. So if I don't dedicate myself, then I'm going to continue to have a lot of the same problems, and I don't want that.
Mm-hmm.
Hanging a
Mm-hmm.
tree, an issue of Nat Geo. Yeah, they are incredible.
Yeah. When they're hanging in the trees, they almost look like leaves. Oops. Hang
But the goal is a couple weeks from now. But the goal is to make half-size monarch wings
on. Mm-hmm.
and sell them and give a percentage of them to the same charity.
Mm-hmm.
Or the person in Mexico that helps. I know one or both. We
I was
included them.
yeah, two of the
And
monarch
it was
activists.
both
Yeah.
of them that were killed.
Yeah.
Because
And
we
I think it was
included them in
killed
our
over
day.
the I think it was killed over the issue of the deforestation, right? Somebody, um,
Well, yeah, those
yeah,
are the trees the monarchs need when they get there.
yeah,
It's also why avocados are really expensive.
it's true. Yeah.
No,
Mm-hmm.
we're not giving up the house. It's our place of work.
No. Yeah.
Um, the goal is for Martin to learn to be independent and ultimately here.
Yeah.
I'm just putting my
Because I never
dinner in
was.
here. Um, because Martin's never had to, and
Mm-hmm.
you know, we realized looking at the way his parents passed and everything that if I were to die tomorrow, he probably wouldn't survive.
Mm-hmm.
So
So
it's in our
I need
best
to
interest. So he's going to find
learn
a
some,
room where he can have a space all his own.
yeah, and learn some very
And
necessary
it
life
means we're going to have to
skills.
make more money, but that's okay. Thank you, Melanie. So I'll stay
Mm-hmm.
at the
Yeah.
house
Mm-hmm.
because the house is where our business is.
Yeah.
And he'll contribute because his business is also there. But it'll be cheaper for him to contribute to 50% of that household in order to support the business.
Mm-hmm.
Because they'll still have the bigger expenses for living space when you think about it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And guarantee his business stays intact.
Yeah.
Neither did I really. What?
Mm-hmm. Oh, the life skills.
Oh, oh, that's
Mm-hmm.
true. But you've actually lived life, and I hate to say this, Martin didn't really live life until I wrenched him away from his family. And
That's
even
true.
then,
Yeah.
he relied on me so much. Folks often get on much better. And that's what we're
Mm-hmm.
hoping to. Like, we've been together
Yeah.
for 34 years, and we've lived together for 32 of those. And we
Mm-hmm.
don't want to lose the business. We don't want to lose the friendship. We don't want to lose.
Exactly.
And the hardest
We
thing is
can.
Martin has to get past what his parents had planned for him. And he's got to understand it's not disrespectful to live the life that he needs to.
Yeah.
And I've got to get past the fact that I was in a perimenopausal spike, and now that I'm not, I'm still trying to be that way because people got used to that.
Mm-hmm.
So we both have very different issues when it comes to living, and then of course COVID put a whole bunch of other spanners into work. Oh my
Mm-hmm.
God,
Mm-hmm.
Big Juicy is alive.
Big juicy.
You're breathing, Mister. Where the hell have you been, dude?
I've seen you pop in on our broadcast every once in a while for one or two comments and then disappear again. My heart goes out to both of you. Thank you, Captain.
Thank you, Kirk.
Hmm.
But things like doing these story times are very important to Martin and I, and building and creating
Yeah,
is very important, and we've allowed a lot of life to get in the way of our artistry.
yeah,
No, life is not easy. What do you mean, where have we
yeah.
been?
We've been here on Haps
Right
like every two
here.
or 3 days.
Dude.
Yeah, we were among the first wave that bailed from Periscope.
That we were. That we were.
Hmm. Yeah.
The nice thing about it is they let me have the two cats here.
Mm-hmm.
So
So at least
Martin's
she's
got
not
our little
completely alone.
female.
Yeah.
Okay.
She's wandered off again. Hmm?
And I've got the boys here. So,
Awesome. Cool. Mm-hmm.
well, it's a room. It's not like they can go far.
Haps
You're a
OG.
Haps OG?
What,
OG?
original generation? Original generation or old guard? Oh, old guard. Old guard. I was on
Old
Periscope
guard
5 years.
already? It's not even that old to that.
I don't know. Yeah, really. I was on Periscope 5 years. Yeah, we were on Periscope pretty much since the beginning ourselves, right? Uh, back in BC for several years, and then here until it uh, until it finally gave up the ghost, right? Until Twitter shut it down.
But yeah, Katrina, that's why if we told you, we'd have to kill you because there are people here with much more serious struggles than us.
Mm-hmm.
Original gangsters.
We got a sword fight.
Nice.
Yeah, original gangsters.
Well, we're kind of hoping to go
Yeah,
back to the sword fight thing. It's been a few
yeah.
years, but I do
Well, we
miss
need to.
it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Although I'm gonna have to be patient with Martin because I might kill him
It's
if
been
I
a
get up
while.
to speed too
Yeah, I'd like to live, please.
fast.
It's been a little while for me. I mean, it was doing the little bit of the lightsaber stuff and just that little bit of sword fight that we did with the orcs for the one parade. So definitely got a lot of brushing up to do. You guys could use blasters unless you want to use knives.
Oh, Martin's got to be patient with me too because it's been 2.5 years.
Mm-hmm.
I have to remember everything. Practicing, I meant no. I like what you already
Practicing,
said.
not,
Praying.
not praying,
The
praying,
sword is almost down. We should pray.
praying that we don't hurt ourselves. Scottish
Whatever the
philosophy:
line is
life
in
is shite,
Endgame.
business as usual.
Shite. Shyte.
Shite. Shite.
I typed that out to Martin earlier. That something with I
Mm-hmm.
can't even remember what it was. Something with shite.
Oh, the tray, the lap tray.
Huh.
Mm-hmm.
I left my little tray there. That's okay. I'll survive.
Mm-hmm. Not according to Peter Capaldi. uh,
Well, according to Old
the,
English.
the angry
Oh.
Scotsman with the attack eyebrows.
Oh, right. Pablo was
Yeah.
asking when we wanted to do the takeover on the 8th.
Oh, that's
Okay,
right.
our
Yeah.
Habs takeover, folks, is on the 8th.
Which is next Wednesday. So a week from yesterday.
Guess I better start
It was for Star Wars
editing some
Martin's
video.
Revenge. Star Trek Day. Ah. So, yes, 55 years. Oh, that's right. Yeah, 55 years to go today. The original series aired. Thanks to Lucille Ball. September 8th, 1966. Oh, that's right. Except for us here in Canada, it was September 6th. Isn't that funny? Like for once in a situation, Canada got something before the originating country of the production. There we go. Haps Takeover September 8th cosplay. Like to be in our 7 p.m. Eastern time spot. People are used to. There we go. Art Lover. Hey, Art Lover, how are you? Oh my God, now I feel ancient. Yeah.
Oh,
Well,
he's
this is
got
it. I mean, for both of us, it came out before we were born, for
Jedi
Christina and I.
Sentry
So
Lisa apologized to Art Lover.
that's right, for reminding our lover.
If you'll excuse me, guys, I'm going to grab a yogurt. I'll be right back.
Grab a yogurt. Ooh, where's
Kevin
Christina talking?
brought me
Christina
yogurt.
is Christina is hiding in an undisclosed location,
I'm calling from
in a secret stronghold, her new lair. I was born the year it ended. All right, yeah. She'll be right back, just grabbing yogurt from her little fridge. It would appear that our pirate music has finished. Let's take a look here. Not that one. How about this one? No, that's a short one too. Okay, Christina, hide and seek is over. Come on out now. She's actually in a different location entirely. Yeah. Where she is right now, she's not able to run
Honey,
video.
we'd have to kill you if we
So
tell you.
yeah, we have to kill you if you tell you. July 12th, 1969. Here it first aired. All these strange popping and snapping sounds.
Yogurt.
Yogurt.
Yogurt and a zucchini muffin.
Ooh, a zucchini muffin.
No
Ooh,
wheat in it. Gluten-free zucchini muffin.
nice.
Big juicy, I can't, honey.
Lisa's asking where Melanie is.
No. Mission Impossible two
England.
weeks later. Oh
Okay.
my God, really?
Ah,
Nice. Yeah, Katie's family fares from that way too. Mine
mm-hmm.
does as well, but two generations back. Like my father was born here.
Mm, just after it ended, yeah. Mm.
Oh, it's a zucchini chocolate muffin.
Ooh. Is it gluten
They've got
free?
some interesting food here. Yeah, some seriously interesting food here.
Awesome. Well, that's good to hear.
That's right.
And that Beyond Meat or Impossible Meat that you got tonight.
Well, you got fed on set today.
I got fed on set, so I had chicken. Chicken's always a good go-to. Your dad emigrated from Hungary in 1946. Oh wow.
What?
Who won the war? The Indians or the Chiefs? Sorry.
Melanie as well. Yeah, I'm wheat free,
Gluten
so
free,
like
yeah.
I can do oats and stuff like that. But hmm? Aren't the
Oh,
Indians
okay.
and the
Yeah.
Chiefs fighting on the same side?
I have no idea. Where'd you go? Oh, you're over there
Oh,
now.
Martin froze again.
Did I? Am I
So my
back?
brother, his dad himself, because he was born late in his dad's life. Kind of hard to figure out further back. Oh, connection
Yeah.
lost.
No.
Oh my God.
Oops. Can you pack a to-go bag on set? Sometimes, yeah. I mean, it's sometimes possible to order a double meal at lunch, but again, keeping it somewhere that's going to keep to the end of the day is always kind of funny. expect Hathor to sit still? Well, uh, doing more filming at Parkwood next week for a couple of days. Oh yeah. Do you know? Do you know who's there? Gotcha. Yeah. Hmm. No. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. The set I was on today is the show called the series called Mayor of Kingstown. I get McDonald's coffee. Oh God. Oh, never, never McDonald's coffee. Oh wow. His dad is also born in 1910. His dad's dad was born here in the late 1800s. Wow. Get away from McDonald's coffee. Oh no. Well, it's apparently there's a difference between the
Try this
McDonald's
again.
coffee
My
in the U.S. and
connection got
McDonald's
lost.
coffee in Canada. Oh, yeah, Christina's having a bit
My
of a problem.
connection got lost. I'm back
Make savory
on your
muffins. Yeah.
choppy.
Wait a sec. Four. Pardon me. Excuse me. Hey, anonymous Facebook user. Which anonymous Facebook user is it? Is it Red Eye? Wow. Okay. Comments are going crazy here. His dad was born in 1917 and his mom in 1919. Oh, wow. That's still quite a long time. My dad was born in 1927 and my mom in 1930. So thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very, thank you very much.
Hmm.
You hammer a bottle of 151 in the mornings? Well, whatever floats your boat or sinks it for that matter. Taking a look at what else we can play here. Hmm. Hmm. Good night. Thank you. Thank you, Katie. Huh. That, on simmer. There it is. I don't know if we'll get in trouble for this one or not, but point of note, my husband was born in 1961. That's right. Yeah, he just turned 60 this year, just recently. There we go.
Okay, are we back? Am I back? Is something
You're
happening?
back. I can hear you. Can everyone hear Christina?
Hello.
4 weeks ago. That's right. Yeah.
Okay,
Okay, you broke up just a little bit there. I can still hear you, but you're back, Lisa says.
you're still choppy. Martin, you're choppy, but
I'm choppy.
I don't know whether it's your
I'm
end or
I'm
mine.
choppy. I'm choppy. Wow. She's in and out.
Well, that's good.
Oh yeah. In and out, eh?
You hear the
What
traffic
the
outside?
heck was that? Oh, there's traffic. Sounds like a motorcycle going by. Martin sounds good. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, you're choppy, Martin. You're choppy.
I'm the big 6-0 on the 21st of September. Oh, awesome. Okay.
Okay, if it's at your end, we got a
Hmm.
problem.
Well,
That
yeah, we got
router
a
may have
problem
been
because this
missing.
is the router
I don't
right
know.
here, like right here. I can't get any closer to the router. Yeah, I,
See, now
I
you
don't, I
froze for
don't
me.
think the choppiness is at my end.
As he
Oh,
froze
really?
for everyone else.
Have I froze? Not on his end. No problems here. Okay, so I think it is at your end. Melanie says it's so scary. I still feel 19. Yeah, we do every once in a while too. We don't feel like we're in our 50s. Frozen, and I don't mean the movie. Okay. Can you hear me at all, Christina? I can hear you.
Um, are you gone?
No, I'm here. Martin is good. Christina, connection not good. Yeah,
Oh, you're back.
I'm back. Oh, good. Yeah, I could hear you the whole time.
You could? I couldn't
Yeah,
see you and you're choppy.
yeah, interesting. And everyone's
Oh,
commenting. They say my end seems to be okay. So
okay, so it might be my end.
it's your end. Oh no,
Nothing. Oh,
it's you, not him.
it's me.
Great art lover.
It's so tragic.
Oh,
It's not
oh
you,
no,
it's
it's
me.
it's it's the Wi-Fi at that place
Well, I am in a
in
building
this
where a
in
lot
the
of people are
secret
using the
lair.
same Wi-Fi.
Yeah, they're probably on Rogers. The secret lair.
Well, we're almost
But
at an hour and
the
a
Bat
half,
Cave.
and
Yeah,
I've got to do some more work for you pretty quickly.
yeah. And I've got some stuff to do too, and then be prepared for the information that you're compiling for me.
Crazy cave.
Hmm?
The back.
And I'm going to have to be getting to bed in
Arpita?
3 hours.
What?
Hmm?
RPITA. A what?
What do we see?
I don't know what that means.
Or is it the cat cave? Are you reading comments or? Because I'm not seeing that
See,
comment.
Martin, you've gone black for me again.
Well, you know what they say. Hmm.
We're in Toronto, Melanie. Okay.
Oh, okay. Royal pain in the.
Yes, it is. Especially with all the munchkins
Boom, boom, boom.
around.
Alrighty. I use that acronym for filters. Okay. And you should use dollar signs then for
I've
for
got our
that that
filters
that
up
last
pretty
word, right?
low.
Yeah. You're talking about a donkey or a mule, right? But as I've been to Canada, I have a
The
friend
S's?
in Nicktow. Yeah.
Okay.
Cool. Canada's a big country. So, but yes, Christina is right. We both have things that we need to get done independently and
Nice.
collectively. Yeah,
Well, now you have two friends in Toronto.
that's right. And potentially four friends in Ontario because Lisa and Jedi Senshi are both here in Ontario as well. He's a traditional canoe builder. Oh, awesome. Christina sounds like she's smoking a bong. It's a bit of an echo in that space. But yeah. So yeah, so from Christina's end, I think her Wi-Fi signal isn't so great. So ways from immediately west of Toronto. All right. So I think Christina is correct. We both have things to do independently and collectively. So we should let you guys go. Can you hear me okay, Christina? Yeah, I think Christina's signal is dropping as well. Um, let's see. Are you continuing to go longer, or do I play the extra? Can I comment here? Yeah. Ah.
I know you're not breaking up for the rest, but it went blank again. So my question to you is, because I do have to get work done here. Um, are you okay? So are you going to say goodbye, Martin? Type thing. I'll make that comment. Okay, I'll let you have them back.
Folks, we are going to say goodbye. Everyone have a great night. And as Christina always asks me to do, say goodbye, Martin. Yeah, I was silent because I just had to answer a quick phone call from Christina, trying to figure out where the problem was. Bye, guys. Christina's going to play the extra, and we'll see you again real soon. Respect yourself more than anyone else can, and all will be fine. Self respect, self love. She's got it. Nice to meet you too, Melanie. Take care, everyone. Have a great night. Can we do it? Will the keep the time?
We had a great time in Montreal. Montreal was all hardwood floors. Right? Go on, camera. Camera. I'd like to. That's my favorite thing. That's my favorite. No. Well, look up
So how much styrofoam?
Way too much styrofoam. The birds are confused. It's like, what's this city doing?